Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing well. My name is Tom James Clark and this is Strictly Come Dancing 2025, my thoughts so far. In this video, I'm going to delve into my thoughts on the ballroom dance floor so far, having a look at the last 2 weeks, who I'm enjoying, who I think is going to go soon. I've asked that quite a lot recently actually. And yeah, just sort of like delving into what is going on with my opinions on Strictly so far this year. So let's get into it. I'm going to start by talking about the week 2 Strictly Come Dancing leaderboard. So obviously the scores are combined for week 1 and week 2. So at the top at the moment, and we'll have a look at the leaderboard whilst we look at this. At the top, we have got Amber and Nikita with 56 in total, followed by Lewis and Katya with 55, and George and Alexis with 54. So you can look at those three and maybe think front runners, okay? Amber came in late with lots of musical theatre expertise. I mean, she was so last minute replacing Danny Dyer. Obviously, there was the argument that she needed to have some experience to come like that last minute into the competition. So I get that, you know, that's why she got the musical theatre background, bit of dancing experience. So I sort of get like, I mean, if you are joining a show like with a day to rehearse, you've got to be sort of a bit closer than anyone else to the start of the competition. So it kind of makes sense. Then we've got Lewis. I mean, Lewis was also technically a last minute entrance. He replaced someone, but actually Lewis was there like pretty much from the get-go, from pretty much like the first rehearsals. So I mean, you could say that could have been anyone. Then we've got George. So George, out of those three, is probably the person with the least experience, not a dancer. So it is really good to see him up there, and I generally do think that he could be classed as a front runner. I think he was very good. Then going down the list, we've got Jimmy and Lauren with 52. Now that came as a massive surprise. I did not expect Jimmy to be that good. And to be honest, he has done well both weeks. So that's sort of given us an indication that he is going to be a lot stronger than we thought. Then we've got Alex and Johannes. Obviously, this week's score has really boosted them up the leaderboard. I mean, their score the week before was good, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't quite the same level as the other people that they're close to on the leaderboard. Like 21 is a bit lower, I guess. But then again, George got 24, so sort of similar. Yeah, so it's kind of close. Then we've got Karen and Carlos, which again is probably my like second surprise. Obviously, last week they got 31. They've kind of dropped quite a bit this week, but still 51, kind of high up. But yeah, looking good. Then we've got now someone that I think is very just like balanced out so far is Vicky and Kai. Obviously 23, 24, and they've got a total of 47. Bringing them quite high up, but both their results sort of similar to Amber and Lewis. Their result, and Jimmy, to be fair, their results are like kind of like on par, so they like have a reason to be there. For example, like I loved Alex and I loved Karen, but they had a really good dance last week, and then their other dance was a bit average, but their dancers brought them up. So then we've got Balvinda and Julian. Same again, they sort of entered like that top half of the leaderboard because of this week, but that was amazing. So it tells you that Balvinda is going to have good weeks and not necessarily bad weeks, but not as good weeks. We've got Harry and Karen. I always mix their names up. 19, 26 making 45. Lavoir and Aliash, Ellie and Vito. Then we sort of moved down to Stefan and Diane, Chris and Nadia, Tom and Amy went. Thank goodness. Love you, Amy, though. And then Ross and Yavita. So that's looking at the leaderboard, okay, and where people are at. But let's delve into each couple and what I think so far. Okay, so we will go in that order of leaderboard, and we'll start talking about Amber and Nikita. I think Amber is fantastic. Obviously, like I've already said in the video, she came in quite last minute, so she needed to have like some sort of experience. Like, fine, I get that. But I think Amber and Nikita are smashing it. I think despite the fact they joined last minute, like it's not really been a problem. Obviously, that experience is helping her already. I think I really enjoyed their dance this week. The samba was really good vibes. The waltz wasn't as standout for me, to be honest. But again, they didn't really have that much time to rehearse through it, so that's fair enough. But yeah, I really enjoyed their samba, and I think Amber is going to be in it for the long run. Next up, we'll have a chat about Lewis and Katia. Lewis and Katia did very good this week. Their Viennese waltz was really, really good. And their jive the week before was same levels. But to be honest, when you actually look at the leaderboard for both their dances, 28, 27, some people have got a lot higher. So I don't know if they're judging Lewis harshly. I think I can really see Lewis's potential. I think he's definitely going to go far in the competition. I would put my hands on it that he is a front runner, and I do think we are going to see him in the final. But I don't think he's going to be most improved. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. George and Alexis, I loved their Paso Doble. I don't know a lot about George. I knew him before Strictly, but I don't know a lot about him. We need to see a little bit more personality, I think. He's very humble. He's quite an awkward character, isn't he? But yeah, American Smooth was good. And then his Paso was really out there. I loved that this week. So I do think, and Shirley said that he's going to be a front runner. So we shall wait and see. I'm looking here and I do feel out of them all, he could potentially be one of the ones that is going to be most improved. I think he's gonna do really well and keep on through the series. So next up we've got Jimmy and Lauren. I mean, his quick step week 1, I thought that was fantastic. I absolutely loved that. And his cha-cha this week was really good as well. I mean, 2 good scores from the judges, 27 obviously then got to 25, but I did not expect Jimmy to be anywhere near this top of the leaderboard. I did not see it coming. But I'm really happy. I think Jimmy's going to stay a lot longer than I thought. I thought he was going to be going, not now, but fairly soon. So yeah, very interesting. Next up, Alex and Johannes. Obviously, they did that amazing samba, really, really good. They did a Viennese waltz the week before. Now, sort of mixed reviews on that, but I really thought that she came across so well as a performer. I think she's definitely going to go further in the competition for now because she's sort of got that acting and that elegance that comes across really well to the Strictly audience. People are enjoying watching her. She is an older person, so I think people enjoy seeing that person dance different styles. So I think that's definitely going to keep her going for the competition. And she's with Johannes, so I mean they're just a great partnership, aren't they? And long may they continue. Then we've got Karen Carney. So she did an amazing jive that got her 31 from the judges. And then this week got 12 for her tango. Obviously, there was mix from the judges with that. She's got a condition that means her spine can't be so straight up. And I think the judges did take that into consideration a little bit. I think there was a bit of debate about that online. I thought it was good. I think, obviously, I said in my Strictly debrief, if you haven't watched it already, go and watch it. I said that you can sort of tell with her that there was something in that dance that wasn't quite right. So maybe that was because of her condition. I don't know. But I'm interested to see how Karen's going to go. I think she's going to go further than what we thought. I sort of thought, I thought maybe mid-series, but I think potentially she could go a little further. I think a bit like Alex and Balvinda, there's going to be weeks that are really, really good and then weeks that aren't as good. I think that's what we're going to see with Karen. I think we're going to see a bit of the bumpy ride. But yeah, nevertheless, interested to see what she brings us next. Vicky and Kaya next. They seem to be very just going along very steady. The cha-cha, then the foxtrot, both similar scores from the judges. I think they're going through the competition very nicely. And I do think, Shirley said this, I think there's a lot of potential from Vicky. I think she's still got really high nerves. And I think her self-esteem isn't as high. And I think she's sort of putting herself down. So I think the further we go through and the more style she learns and the more she gets used to being on there Saturday night, I think we're going to see like an improvement from her. And I think she could go further. I don't know if she's going to go as far as what we thought, though. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But so far, my thoughts are I'm really enjoying Vicky and Kai. Next up, Balvinda and Julian. I'm really enjoying them. I think Balvinda had a decent dance the week before. Not gonna lie, I think her cha-cha was quite good. Obviously, it wasn't as good as other people's that week. So obviously, it made her like lower down. Oh, it's a samba, not a cha-cha. So sorry. Further down on the leaderboard. Obviously, this week had Charleston was incredible, which is what has brought us to like the midway point of the leaderboard, sort of similar to Vicky. I think Balvinda is going to go on a bit of the journey. I think she's going to be a bit like Sarah Davies, where there's weeks that she's like going to be really high up top of the leaderboard, which she's been, or near to anyway. And then there's going to be some weeks where she's near the bottom and it's just not a dance that suits her. I think we're going to see good things on her, and I'm really excited to see what she's going to do next. And I hope it's great because I really enjoy Balvinda. Harry and Karen are next. I've kind of been shocked by them so far. So obviously, first week they got 19 for their cha-cha. Now I thought the judges were quite harsh on that, to be honest. There were like some good lifts in there, like some good vibes. I enjoyed it. And then this week they did their quick step, which scored 26 from the judges. So that is quite a jump, to be honest. But I just don't know. I didn't expect them to be on the second half of the leaderboard. I thought they would be higher. But I think Harry is going to get better. I think we've had a few interesting weeks, but I think there's going to be like a couple's choice, or there's going to be like a jive or something that is really like wow. But yeah, sort of like seeing him do more of the ballroom dance. But yeah, I think there's more to come with Harry. I think he's warming up more. I think there's more to see, definitely. Lavoir is next. The jive wasn't really the most amazing dance. Like I didn't really. It wasn't that jivey. Like it was more tango vibes, and them trying to do a jive when it actually really should have been a tango. The American Smooth was a lot better. I enjoy Lavoir. I think she's a great entertainer. So I'm thinking a couple more weeks and we might see something really impressive from Lavoir, definitely. Ellie and Vito, I'm enjoying Ellie and Vito. They've got 17 and they've got 23. I think last week they were one of the ones that were most improved for me. Ellie's just lovely, and I just really hope that, I say this on my debrief, like I just hope she's getting as much as what we're getting out of it joy-wise. Like I just really enjoy the joy she creates. Like I just hope that is what she's getting out of it as well. I think they're going to keep going. Honestly, we've already seen some improvements already. Next week, they are dancing to Barbie. I don't know what they're dancing to because I don't really think the 4 dancers have been revealed just yet, but I will react to them when they are. But yeah, I'm excited to see what the Barbie dance is all about. Yeah, because she said she's a big fan of Barbie, so I'm excited for her. Next up, we've got Stefan and Diane. Oh, I love Diane. 22, then 17 for their dance this week. Now, I do think the cha-cha was good. But obviously, the judges didn't think it was as good as last week's Foxtrot, which I do understand. I do see that. I think Latin's going to be more of the struggle for Stefan. I think ballroom's definitely going to be more his thing. I am predicting that they're sort of like in the danger zone. I do think though, like he's quite a well-known person, and Diane obviously it seems to be like a much loved pro now, which I love that because I love that myself. I think hopefully she'll carry some votes out and I'll last a little bit longer, but I'm predicting that a little bit danger zone. Next up, Chris and Nadia. Now, I wasn't expecting Chris to be the most amazing dancer. 14, then 16. I thought 16 was a little harsh this week. Obviously, Chris found himself in the bottom 2, which my thoughts there were quite surprised. But then, like looking at the leaderboard now, I guess he was like only just higher than Tom and Amy by 1 point. So maybe I'm not as surprised. I don't know. I just thought that he would be safe this week for sure, but clearly not. I think Chris and Nadia are going to be in the danger zone again next week. Obviously, Ross and Yadita are lower down, but I think people like bought Ross's story a bit more and sort of wanted to vote for him because it was emotional and it was about like being back in Scotland or whatever. So yeah, I think Chris is probably going to find himself in the danger zone again already. Ross and Yadita, obviously, they are the bottom of the leaderboard, 10 and then 15, resulting in only 25 when some couples got more than that in just one dance. So obviously they are at the bottom of the leaderboard. And I was really surprised they weren't in the bottom two, but obviously what I just said, like, I think having a bit of an emotional story and sometimes being the worst dancer can sort of help you like go through the competition a little bit longer. Yeah, so my feelings on them is that the dances hasn't really been like that interesting and they're not really that memorable. So I think, yeah, I'm not like, I don't hate him. I don't think he's awful, but not really someone that I remember and stands out when there are quite a lot of people in this lineup that I think, oh, I like you. So yeah, I think Ross will definitely go soon, whether it will be this week or next week. We shall wait and see. Obviously, Tom and Amy went. My thoughts on that are that I was thinking that was the most deserved person to go. I think Ross has actually given us some better dances, and Tom has been overmarked a bit too much. Like when you look at the leaderboard, he had 16-13, Ross had 10-15. So it was like 4 marks between Ross having 25 and Tom having 29. And I just thought like your salsa was not there, and it just got a bit too high from what I thought, so I was happy about that. But yeah, my thoughts and feelings in general are people that we are going to see in the final is possibly Amber, Lewis, George. Those 3 I think will definitely be there. Now, are we going to see Harry get even better? Are we going to see Ellie potentially reach that far? Are we just going to see like someone near the top like Jimmy or Alex? Is Karen or Vicky Balvinda? Are they going to keep going in the competition? Like, I don't know. I'm still finding it difficult to predict. I definitely think Amber, Lewis and George are giving me signs that they're going to be there. Potentially maybe one in the semi-final if other people's dances impress more. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? But yeah, I'm predicting those guys to do really well so far, and I think going soon is going to be Ross. I think after Ross, maybe Chris. If Chris doesn't go first, that is, then we'll probably start to see Stefan go, and then I'm concerned about the ladies. I don't know, maybe will Lavoir go after like Chris, Stefan and Ross go? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how well like Karen and Vicky and Balvinda do, because I don't know, they're looking a bit of the danger zone, being in the middle in like 3 or 4 weeks time we're talking. But yeah, I am loving Strictly 2025. I am loving it so much. As soon as we find out, probably by the time I post this, we'll know hopefully about the week 3 songs and dances. It's Tuesday night for me, so I was going to do a video tonight and get it up really soon of reacting to the result, to the dances and the songs. But I'm at Katy Perry tomorrow night, so if it's announced tomorrow night, I'm not going to be able to record. But I've got this video out there just in case it doesn't. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts? Who are you enjoying on Strictly? Who are you predicting to go far? And who are you predicting to not go far and go out very soon? Please subscribe if you haven't already. The subscribers is just going up and up and up, and I'm loving it. And it's just getting closer to the place of like making this channel even more meaningful. So I love it. So thank you so much. Please comment, please subscribe, please ring the notification bell to let you know when I post, because we're getting some more ideas up my sleeve, and only posting a Thursday and a Sunday could potentially change. There could be some more random days that I post on, so stay tuned for them. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. All that's left to say is I'll see you very soon with some more Strictly chat. My Strictly debriefs are every Sunday. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Ciao for now.